And we are live, Sports Talk Radio, live from the ranch. Good afternoon, fellas.
What's happening, man?
How you guys
Saturday.
doing?
Back.
Jonathan Duke back for another session.
Nice crispy Saturday too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely a nice crisp Saturday here down at the ranch. We're gonna get into some sports. How you guys? How was your guys' week?
It was straight. It was good.
You know, beautiful.
I'm off for the week.
You ready?
I started out with a limp, but you know,
everything's good.
I'm
Everything's good.
I'm good now. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna talk the NFL. Let's jump right into the NFL. The NFL, the big happenings, and this is right at home with you, Duke. Bell said, "No mas. I'm not coming in this year. You can take that $14 million. I ain't about that life. It's about the principalities. I'm not coming in on principle.
Hey.
You're not paying me what I'm worth. I'd rather be an unrestricted free agent and come back next year and go somewhere else. Obviously, I don't think that the Steelers are going to put the franchise tag on him for the third time, which would be $19 million. So what do you think? Duke, your Steeler Nation, what are your thoughts about how this whole Bell situation played out?
Well, I removed the, if I can, if I'm allowed to, the biasness, right? I'm on both sides of this thing, man. Listen, if he took the $14 million and he went out there and he got hurt, he's just going to collect $14 million, and they're going to look at him like he's crazy the next year. But if he sits it out and signs for, 35, guaranteed, and he gets hurt, you still got to give me a large portion of my 35 guaranteed, right?
Yeah.
And it's all about insurance. In this sport, we've seen guys in this sport, man. They go down, right?
Yeah,
and they go down quick. And they go down quick. So I can't get mad at him for trying to maximize the dollar amount. What's going to happen for him is he's going to get paid, right? Because he's never been paid before. That's going to happen. The plus is he didn't play this year.
Let's talk about the Jets. It's definitely looking like he.
Well, we know
the
if you go there where it all ends, right? Now, this is where you start. This is what I think is going to end up eating him up later. Now, for me, looking back, all of us were far from our 20s, right? So, he's going to go play for another team. And if we win the Super Bowl, that's going to play with him later, right? It could have been, because everybody wants that ring. That ring does something to you. If you got a championship, right, and you wearing that ring, I don't care if it's in your house, in the case, on your finger, or whatever, it's something about that ring.
You're always a world champion.
Always. And he's going to get his money, and he might say to himself, listen, if I could have did it all over again, I would have took less money and made it happen because I was with an organization that always had a chance to, play for a Super Bowl. Because these teams that's going to be out there throwing this money, let's be real. The Jets, they're not going to win a Super Bowl, right, in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years.
I mean,
and that's what the contract's going to be.
Yeah. I think maybe it wasn't about, the Super Bowls or whatever. He wanted to come back in and try to make a run.
He wanted to get paid.
He wanted to get paid. I think the whole thing.
And I don't blame him for that. I don't blame him for wanting to get paid, because here's the thing. Everybody says, oh, no, he's supposed to take the 14. Listen, I just took the 12 one year and I took the 13 one year. Yeah. You want me to keep taking those 1 years without that blanket?
Yeah, without.
And that's what we work for, right? Don't we work for some type of security?
He wanted that girly contract where that guaranteed money was up in the 35, 40 millions.
And what happens is, all right, say an organization, like you look at, okay, the Steelers, they're a prominent organization along with the Patriots, along with the Eagles. The verdict is out on them. They love to do business well, right?
Yeah.
But you got an organization like the Rams. Gurley walks in, they say, okay, oh, you my guy, and we want you to be my guy.
Yeah.
You stroke your fingers on this paper, and they give you $20 million just for stroking it. Yeah. So then you say, wait a second. I think that I'm better than this guy, and I've been the best back for the last 5 years. And why is it so easy for them to do that for him,
but not for you,
when you're not for me?
Right.
So, but I thought you were this first-class organization who takes care of what they're supposed to take care of, you know?
Well, they took care of the wide receiver. I mean,
Right.
some of that money means because it's a running back, and they feel like the running back is devalued, and his past, they still paid him even though he got suspended that time for his.
And it can be devalued. It can be devalued because, listen, something happens at 30. That's what they say, right?
Yeah.
All right, he's 26. He just turned 27. So what's wrong with a 3 or 4 year, right? And you guarantee me 30 to 35 million of that.
Yeah.
That's less than 10 million. 10 million a year that you're guaranteeing me. You know, so I'm gonna get that anyway. It's just that,
and it's not big as a cap hit because you can prorate
exactly.
that salary cap money.
So you gotta be able to give that to him. I think the problem where the Steelers fall in is they already gave this man, I think, 40 million damn near these last 3 years. So you want to guarantee him 35 this year? Now he got you for 75 million within the last 4 or 5 years.
I mean, but he got you. I mean, that's here nor there because the money he made you. You know,
right, absolutely.
Like I want to give a shout out to Demetrius.
Hey, Demetrius, what's up, cuz?
You know what I mean,
DP.
my homie Bambino,
What's
Rob
up, Bam?
Hodge. We had a good night last night at Levante's.
Always a good night.
You know what I mean?
It was a good night.
But
Craft life.
yeah, you gonna get what you gonna get. Like, and if you're not gonna pay, these players are gonna leave. Like, that's just what it's gonna come down to.
Right,
Like,
absolutely.
Like, we talked about it like over and over. The running back life is what, 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So he's at 4 right now. You know what I mean? He's at 4 or 5 years right now. So pretty much you saying we rather take the gamble of paying you little bits and pieces money,
Right.
because
Until you
something
get
gonna
hurt.
happen.
Until you get hurt.
Then we done with you.
Now as fans, this is what we don't. As fans, this is what we do. We don't know how to remove ourselves from that. Like, put yourself in Bell's shoes. Oh no, I'm gonna play. I would have played, yeah, until you get your knee blown out, and they just cut that check and say, all right, man, well, we are.
Here's
gonna
the
give
remainder,
you, yeah. Well,
Nothing
and then
was
next
guaranteed.
year, we love your heart. We know what you brought to the table. We love it, but unfortunately, this game treats us like this.
Right.
And now you got to go walk out with that 14 as opposed to walking out with the 35. Last I checked, that's about a $20 million difference.
Right.
So that's what it's about, man, And they didn't want to do it. And, hey, listen.
Well, as far as the team, like, there was a lot of talk. The offensive lineman had said some negative things about him earlier during the season, and guys came in and raided his locker once it was set that he wasn't coming back for the rest of the season. Is there concerns about, because you got people in that locker room, or pro and against? Most people just keep it quiet. And a lot of things, the code is another man don't talk about another man's pocket,
Right, and
or his
we
contract.
thought, right?
And that's another reason why he decided to stay out and not come back, because the team was so divided and the team wasn't on his side. And once that happened, and they talking about how much you got paid and how much you getting paid, and this guy took a pay cut, and this is your line. Like, this is who you you respect your line more than anybody on the field as a running
better.
back. So when that happens, it's like, my line doesn't even have my back. Like, this is my backbone. So without them, I'm nothing, and they don't have my back. So it's like he knew he wasn't coming back. Once that happened, it was like, man, I'm not.
There's one thing you don't want to do is get into anything with your old line, because you
Shout out
need
to
them.
Valena. Shout out to David Harper.
Hey, Relena, how you doing, sweetheart? And,
Dave, can I get a hug, man?
Dave Harper. I'm trying to get him to come in the building.
I don't know what the problem
I'm
is.
trying to get Dave Harper in the building. I'm really working hard on that. Guess we're going to have some craft beer show, get him down here.
Oh, that'll do
Like
it. That'll do it.
Gotta
definitely
get him on his way.
That definitely get him in. But it was interesting because you go back and you look at the history of the Steelers. Solid organization, no nonsense. A lot back in the past, they didn't play outside linebackers or stuff. Really, but they did went out and paid the receiver, and AB got his loot, and Bell felt that, hey, I was one of the best players on that team. I want to be played accordingly. I'm not trying to look at the new movement as I'm not trying to
About
look
that
at,
guaranteed money, man.
I'm not trying to look at this quarterback scale or position scale. If I'm the best, pay me the best. Right now, that's what it's all about.
Well, here's the thing, and this is going to sum everything up. If the Steelers win the Super Bowl, it was a beautiful GM organizational move.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be if they win the Super Bowl. So that's how it's going to play out. Now, what I would say is don't every organization, please don't try that. It's not going to work for you.
Yeah.
That's what makes the Steelers special. That's what makes the Patriots special. You know, those teams are in the mix every year. That's what makes them special. They seem like they know when to either let somebody go or make this move.
Because there was a lot of with the linebacker who went to the Patriots last year for a little bit of run at the end. James, the linebacker for the Steelers, he didn't suit up a lot. He didn't play a lot.
Oh, Harrison,
James Harrison, and ended up being released by the Steelers, and then picked up for a short run with the Patriots. So it's
only to come back.
Yeah. So it's only it's interesting the goings on with the Steelers and see how it plays out. I mean, it's all a results based league. If they're able to go get the chip or whatever, or something happens and they don't get the chip, and then people start whispering, well, if you had Bell, if you had that extra weapon,
listen, the worst thing to do is, well, I wouldn't say the worst thing to do is if, and I'm a Steelers guy, if Connor goes down, that's gonna, it's gonna just prove that you're supposed to keep this guy at least for those 7 or 8 or 9 games. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna make and we know how football is. And this is my thing. And my thing is, when you gotta go into the playoffs, right? You gotta have everything. You gotta have everything, and it was gonna cost you $7 million to $8 million to have this man for that last half of the season. Now, if something happens, like I said before, it's great insurance to have when you got Bell back there. So we're gonna see how everything plays out, and I wanted them. I wanted them to be able to suit up.
They both on the. We should have. They both want to be on the we should have.
Oh yeah. Like
you said, Bell is going to regret this situation. It's just like whatever decision Bell would have made, he would have regretted. Though it's not. It's not even staying. It's not even staying and sticking through it. If he would have stayed and stuck through it, he said he would have regretted. He should have said, "Man, I should have stood my ground and not stayed. I should have stood my ground and not played." So by him not playing, he's gonna feel that way. Even like when we just talked about Connor. If Connor fumbles in the playoffs, if Connor does anything. If Connor doesn't have 120 yards a game, it's why you didn't have Bell. Y'all lost because y'all didn't have Bell.
Yeah, they had to wait and see before you give up that. You had to wait and see what it was going to be about. Before you give it, even though you're a billionaire,
right?
You got to wait and see what this whole money thing was about before you even gave it up. So, we're gonna see, man. Listen, well, how many games we got left?
We got 7. What is it? 7 games left?
We got 7 left. The Steelers are looking good right now, but. When it's something about when December starts rolling around, this is when people get different. This is when you can't be walking into these wars limping. Right? You better have everything. I don't care if it's the QB position, the running back position, this offensive line, this defense, these linebackers, everything got to be kind of tight before you're ready to go.
And it may galvanize them as a team. Like everybody here that wants to be here, let's go. Can't worry about who don't want to be here.
Right. And it's working. For the most part, it's working. Yeah. Because, look, we watch these first 4 games from them. I'm sitting there like, nope, I ain't watching no more games. I'm not doing it. That's it. Y'all let me know when we looking okay for me to watch. Yeah. So now that the whole narrative changed, as far as Pittsburgh Steelers football. So, hey, we going down to Jacksonville. We owe them an ass whooping. So let's start right there, and we doing this thing week by week. I know that we have New Orleans, we have the Patriots, we have the Chargers.
Big games.
Yeah. So, you got to be ready. Yeah, it's time to get ready.
Definitely. Another point of conversation has been going on. Thursday night game, Packers at Seattle. Seattle gets the victory. Aaron Rodgers, bonafide first ballot Hall of Famer, in the conversation to GOAT quarterback. The Green Bay Packers have had Aaron Rodgers for some time now. Have only been to 1 Super Bowl and won that, ironically, against the Steelers. And now
why you got to say that though? Why couldn't you just say his last Super Bowl win he just won?
Now the talk is, now the talk is with Aaron Rodgers, with Green Bay. It's to start to talk about underachievement of the organization and of the coaching staff. McCarthy's on the hot seat. They're 4-5-1 now, and you have one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I mean, he's been nicked up a little bit this year. He's played through all that. The knee brace is coming off. But when you have such an advantage at quarterback, it seems like you should be able to win or have a better record moving forward. What do you guys see what's going on with the Packers? They played some national televised games. They gave the Rams all they could want coming off the bye week. They jumped out early on Seattle, but had some situations in that game where it was 4th and 2 and they didn't go for it. Things like that. What do you think? Is it Rodgers? I mean, his quarterback rating is great, it's tremendous, but a lot of times, that's quarterback rating. You got, watching the games, right. Fantasy stats versus football winning stats. That's what we have to compare. Is it Rodgers or is it McCarthy?
I think it's all around. I mean, I think it's defensive coordinator. I don't really think it's Rodgers, and that's why everybody's on the hot seat right now, because it's like Rodgers is on the intel of his prime. Everybody should agree with that, but
yeah,
he still is an elite quarterback, and it's like
no
you
question.
Can't get these wins, and it's like Clay showed signs of like just slowing down, getting beat. Like a lot of their defense get beat. They don't keep receivers. They get.
Well, they moved on from Don Capers a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He was Don Capers was there forever.
Oh,
yeah.
So and when he was there, what was happening?
Yeah, the defense was good, then it kind of did, and then it wasn't good. They moved on for that, because usually it starts with the position coaches and then it moves its way up. After you've moved on from all your position coaches, well, there's only one more coach left.
Right. Yeah. And it's like they don't keep receivers. They get rid of targets that he's used to having.
Yeah, and they don't really go get a number one receiver or move up or bring in.
It's something happening. It's something happening.
They did get Jimmy Graham for a little bit.
Yeah,
for the.
It's something. I think what's going on over in Green Bay is they doing some patching over there, some patch jobs.
Yeah, they didn't have a running back, and then they had Montgomery, and that was one of the big things that Montgomery was upset about. You talk about contracts before, and we had discussed Montgomery bringing the ball out the end zone. Was like he changed his whole body structure or whatever to be a running back, whatever, converted over, and not really getting that top running back that they can lean on and run on, and add the play action game to Aaron Rodgers, which would be a plus. And when he's not, they have this other guy Jones, and he wasn't the feature back, and it really cost them though, because he's not a receiver anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a running back with number 88. Where's he's going to do? And he moved on. So it seems like they have kind of relied so much. We got a great quarterback, so we're just going to rely on Rodgers and not really build this team or build a squad.
Right. Well,
he can do it.
Listen,
he can do it. Whatever.
Listen, is I don't know where they're getting
Shout
there.
Out to Uncle Walt.
See, they want these. They pay these quarterbacks a whole lot of money, right?
Yeah.
But they really want them to save everything. And last I checked, you can't save everything. You got to do something, like, because offenses, you got to play defense, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to play defense. So, looking at Green Bay, we've known them when December starts coming around, we start getting cold.
Right.
We got Amon Green, right?
Right.
We got a certain caliber of running backs.
Right.
They ready to bring it during this time of the year.
It's cold weather.
It's cold weather.
It's Green Bay.
They got the linebackers.
Snow.
They got the
They
so
can't wait. They know they getting the ball.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
It's changing from 60-40 to 60-40 run.
And guess what? The whole league knows that this might be a place we don't want to go to when it starts getting cold.
Right.
We don't want to even go because they gonna run the football. And Rodgers is throwing the football too up there.
Right.
It's 10 degrees. How you still slinging it? And the other quarterback can't. And but something is happening right now, and he's doing Rodgers is doing all he can do right now, basically. You know, he can't do anything else. What is he going to do?
Right.
Right? We know who he is up under the sun. Listen, if they didn't have him, what's their record?
4 or 5 and 1.
Okay, so they might be headed for 1-15.
Right.
With him. So he's one of those guys. There's not a lot of them. It's like 5 of them that you got to give them what they need, and they're going to come through. If not, then, you know, it's going to be what it is. It's a reason why Drew Brees makes $30 million.
Right.
Yeah.
We talked about that. If he wasn't there, they'd have brown bags.
Yeah.
Remember the brown bags?
Yeah, the Aints.
Yeah. Right, they ain't.
Because they did it with less. You know, they did it with not.
Well, the Packers were like a onside kick in Seattle a few years ago from going back to the Super Bowl.
Right.
I mean, you know, definitely they were. That's where they were. But it seems like with Aaron Rodgers, when you have that quarterback that everybody's looking for, that franchise quarterback, it seems like you would be seriously in the mix more. I know a few seasons he's been hurt. But when he's healthy
you're looking
and
for
playing
10 wins every season.
But guess what? Guess what? For a guy that been around for a while, it's the guys that been around for a while in that in the league. He still got it.
Yeah, definitely. Aaron
There's guys out here that
it,
don't.
I mean, the
that
throws he
doesn't
made
have
Thursday
it.
night with
that doesn't
all
have
talents
it.
is
Eli,
crazy.
we can name them.
Yeah.
Like I'm taking him for a lot of guys right now.
Yeah.
Just because, so we can't look at him.
I'm pretty much taking him.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Everybody.
So
you know?
so when we can say that, we gotta start looking at other stuff.
And that's what they're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So it ain't about me.
It's not a franchise that wouldn't take him number 1.
Exactly.
They had to start their team.
Exactly. And that's the point that I'm making.
It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. If they don't make the playoffs, I think they're going to move on from McCarthy. Yeah, if they don't make a playoff and make a run, I think they're definitely going to move on from McCarthy. And McCarthy, I mean, he's been a good coach. He's been a solid coach. But I think sometimes time just runs out.
Right.
You know, like.
Of course.
You
got to do something. Listen, I don't, like, we sitting here. We don't know what's happening up there. Because at one point in time, they had it right.
Right.
They had the defense
and
popping.
the division has gotten better.
Yeah.
The Bears with Trubisky, the Bears getting, a linebacker, a game changer. The Vikings and their defense, and the Vikings going up in their quarterback game. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, we're not going to go into these games with just that much of a disadvantage at quarterback that make plays. So, I mean, the whole North is really come up.
Oh yeah, the North is rugged right now.
So definitely, you're going to have to make some changes on your end just to keep up with everything else that's going on in the division.
That NFC North right now, I pushed them. They didn't flip flop with the NFC East.
Yeah,
you know, you got the Minnesota, you got the Detroit, and you got the Chicago.
Yeah,
right. They threats.
Yeah.
You know, Chicago got the defense.
And the Vikings. I think it's the Vikings and Bears division to win or lose.
Yeah.
I think it really
absolutely.
is. That game on Sunday night is going to be a big one.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
That's why I'm staying away from it.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's going to be crazy. But the other thing, Monday night, we got the game Rams Chiefs. Everybody's saying this could be a Super Bowl preview.
Hey, listen, everybody's watching that. So if you come to work, right, Monday, Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
You come to work Tuesday and somebody look like they need a nap, then you know why.
Yeah, because this is one of the highest over-unders ever.
I saw that. Was that 64?
Or 64, one of the
you
highest.
Listen, you going to put, what you going to do with that? I want to ask you.
I'm go over.
You going
Because the way that
you going over, so we gonna get.
But it's funny. But sometimes these offensive games turn out to be defensive games. Everybody looking for the offense and the defense show up. But the last time the Rams played, it's always been offense.
Yeah.
No matter who they play.
So they out in this,
and
this game.
the Chiefs giving up points.
Yeah.
Right.
So
this game was moved from Mexico, right?
Yeah, the field in Mexico City. They had a Shakira concert. They had some soccer games. And it just wasn't in a condition to play on. The Players Association said, nah, we're not going to go out here and risk injury. So now that when you have a game in these situations, the designated home team's arena must be available for this type of situation. Before in the past, one of the provisions is if you're playing in London or you're playing in Mexico, your stadium has to be open in case something happens and we can't play that game there. We can come back and play the designated team's home game.
Well, I would like to know where the dollars is coming from and who's going to benefit now as of who wanted to benefit if they were in Mexico. That's what I'm trying to figure out with this primetime game.
Yeah, I mean, it's the primetime game, and it's tough on the Rams because the Rams were going to Colorado to practice in altitude, all this other. The Chiefs are always going somewhere, so it was a little different.
Hey, you
want to
live that California life? This is what happens: earthquakes, wildfires,
so everything's going on. So they're bringing the game back, and definitely what's going to happen is they're going to give some of the tickets out to like the firefighters and stuff and families that have been fighting this, for seats, for their tremendous, true heroic efforts, and definitely want to do that. But because the key to having the stadium open was because back in the past, like, oh, I don't have a home game. Well, I'm gonna schedule something in this stadium. This stadium
yeah.
I'm gonna get me a couple concerts.
It's waiting for you.
It's waiting for you. I'm gonna make this money while
it's there for you.
Taking a home game gate from me. But now they probably ran into that before. With the provisions of what's going on, the Coliseum was available, and they're going to go in and play the game there. What do you guys think? I mean, who do you like in this game? You have the Chiefs, you have the Rams.
Well, I'm gonna be here for that game.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm gonna be. I don't have work. I'm off work for the rest of the week.
I'm gonna pack my bag too.
So I'm gonna be at the ranch for that game.
Ranch live,
8:30 night. I mean, the Rams have snuck out some tough games, man, these last 3 weeks. They took one loss out of the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But they snuffed out some tough games. I just got to think it's going to come down to each defense. And I just think the Rams got a little more at defense. So I got to lean with the Rams, and I think the kid may make a mistake or two, And so that
I like that.
I'm going to go with the Rams.
You've been around for a while to be young. You've been around. I'm talking some good stuff there. Hey, listen, at the end of the day, you got to stop somebody, And I'm going to support what Jonathan said. He said that the Rams got a little bit, their D is a little bit better. We're going to get into the shootout. That's going to happen. You got some elite. We got 2 elite quarterbacks, right? They proven now. Because you can't go, 10 weeks, 11, 12 weeks.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Without being proven. This is what you do.
Right.
And I got the quarterbacks there, Mahomes, Goff.
Right.
And out of these 2 young quarterbacks, who do you like the best? Who you like right now, and who do you like for the future?
I actually like Mahomes the best because I like the mentality he got. And
Arm talent is off the chain.
It's not like a normal first year playing quarterback. It's not like he's being hidden. We've seen Matt Ryan, we've seen Joe Flacco. We've seen even your quarterback when they came out, they was hitting behind running backs.
Right.
He's not hitting behind a running back. He's throwing that ball.
Yeah.
So we've seen that, and I that's why I'm leaning more towards him as far as the quarterbacks I like. I like him.
He kind of reminds me a lot of his career, like Marino. Marino set that year, and then that second year he came out and just lit the league on fire.
You said that what you said?
Yeah, just the way
and guess
he
what?
said.
I'm agreeing.
He lit the league on fire that second year.
Yes, he did.
Broke the record for touchdown passes.
Yes, he
or whatever.
did. And that's an accurate. Yeah, that's an accurate statement.
That's what Andy Reid set him down. Taught him for a year. You're gonna watch. Let you get that last start, get you some field, and we're gonna come back. And made sure that we didn't lose any of those weapons, and we went out and tried to get some more weapons for you. Like we're gonna make sure that when you throw a 4-yard pass, that could be a 40-yard touchdown.
I like Holmes because I think between these 2 guys, if you take Holmes and let's say throw him on Tampa Bay,
right?
I think they probably sneak out maybe 3 games out of because he got that. He got that in him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got. It's about
fire.
that making. Yeah, it's about making something happen.
Yeah,
and then all those. They said the boy can throw 85 yards. I'm sitting there like, but son of a pro.
Pro, yeah.
Dad,
baseball player. Been in the clubhouse.
Got the arm
around superstars.
Guess what? If he says, you know what, this football thing ain't for me. He's going to be in the majors.
Yeah.
See, that's what, we got to understand how this athleticism thing works. You know what I'm saying? And that's how gifted he is.
Right.
We can, over the years, right? It's a lot of athletes out here, whether they playing basketball, football, baseball, whatever. A lot of guys can't jump out of one sport and go to another and just make millions.
Right.
Like Deion, Bo Jackson.
Right.
Mahomes is in that. He's in that type of thing. Like if you listen to you know, some of these baseball guys, they be like, oh, man, this guy's armed. You know what that tells me? Oh, you can throw 95, then you're going to be rich anyway.
Right.
And you see his play on a football field.
Right.
He's throwing. Listen, when you can throw 85 yards with a football. 85 yards, that means when you on a 15-yard line,
you can put it in the end zone.
It's going in the end zone. There's not a lot of guys that could do that. It's just not in the history of the game. You can count them who could do that. He's one of them, and he's young.
Right.
And he got the tools, man. I'm telling you, this guy, I love watching him play. I'm sitting there watching him while they beating us.
It'll be interesting. It'll be an interesting game. I'm gonna lean with the home team, the Rams, because they're at home.
Yeah, defense, man. You got to go.
So we all going Rams.
Yeah, I think it's.
But we all going Rams, but you don't want to put your money out there.
Nobody will be surprised. Nobody will be surprised if the Chiefs pull it out.
No, I'm not gonna be surprised. Andy Reid, you know, Andy Reid's been around for a while, and he's gonna have offensively them ready to go.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Andy's right now. Well, let me see. What's this? Saturday. Andy's looking at stuff. He's probably started Tuesday. He might not even came to practice. That's how deep he gets in it.
Yeah, Andy will definitely have him ready. I think addition of Fowler, rushing the quarterback, and I think it's time for those two defensive linemen, interior linemen, to see what to start getting it churned up. It's that time of year. Definitely.
Turn up.
I mean, you got to bring that heat in the pocket. That pocket got to be on fire.
It's time. The one thing I can give the Rams is this, right? They started out the year on fire. They still on fire.
Yeah, they haven't backed off. No.
They're still on fire. Now the Saints, they making some noise.
Yeah, the Saints.
I don't know if that's a good.
We'll see.
I don't know if you want to go there.
Yeah, you definitely
on that turf in the winter. Yeah. I don't know if you want to do that, but
that's tough. I've been in that stadium, and it's one of the loudest places I've ever been on the planet.
See?
If the Rams can get through this game, it's probably going to go through the Rams. I think the Saints have a harder teams to go through after this. I think they have that much because you know the Rams are pretty much playing their division.
AFC West.
Yeah. So they got
the South is tough. We got the South. You're gonna have Atlanta's going to battle you. The Carolina Panthers.
They got a harder road. You know. Yeah. Not saying they can't come out, but I think if they get through this game, they may only lose one more game, if that. You know. So
hey, man, them playoffs.
Oh, yeah, the playoffs is something different.
That's what it's all about. Let's jump to the NBA real quick. NBA, two things. You got the NBA just getting warmed up. You know, just getting everybody feeling each other out. The Sixers made a move. Golden State Warriors. Little drama in there. A lot of drama. Drama Green.
Draymond, huh?
Right. And KD. Yeah. Basically, they went at it on the bench, whatever, going through. And just to sum up or paraphrase, you know, what's been reported, Green is like, look, we don't need you. We don't need you on this team to win. We won without you. We won 73 games. You came and joined us. You're not a necessity. You know, we beat you. So you can go where you want to go. But like, you know, we're here basically. You're not making us. You're not breaking us. That's what he's saying. How do you guys agree? What do you guys think about that?
The thing with Draymond is like KD. I don't want to say like he's a baby, but he's a mama's boy. You know, I'm a mama's boy, but KD's a mama's boy. But I don't have that. My skin is a little tougher than KD. So when you dealing with a Draymond say a lot of things. Like Draymond is the outcast. You know, that's gonna say what he feel. You know, your friend was like that. What was your friend? Friend that used light skin.
Tony.
Yeah. You know, he's gonna. You know, we're gonna be amongst each other. He's gonna say something. You'd be like, whoa, if you don't know. You know, you'd be like, whoa. But when you know him, you just, you know, you laugh it off. You know, he says you one foot in, one foot out. He's the poker card player, you know, at the table, spades, say what he want. Always like he got 5 drinks in him. You know, so that's him on a daily basis. But what happened was you can't do that to somebody that takes everything personal. You know, he takes everything to the heart and thinks about everything. So
did not let it go.
So I don't know if this is I don't know if Draymond maybe wanting Clay to stay. So I'd rather get rid of KD and keep Clay. Like I don't know, because one of them are gonna go.
Well,
if not both of them.
You know, I don't know if they definitely needed KD. I mean, to beat Cleveland. They lost to Cleveland before. I don't know if
They
KD
needed
doesn't
Kevin
come.
Durant to
They
be-
needed Kevin Durant. Just even not to be on a OKC.
They didn't even not to be on OKC
Just
also.
so you don't go to a 7-game series again and get worn out.
Listen,
but Draymond did wear an OKC jersey to practice. That was
when did he do that?
during this whole tumultuous part.
All right, so see, this is
Report.
once again, I gotta remove myself from being old school.
Yeah.
This is things that you can't do in an old school era. Let's talk
Yeah.
90s. Somebody's going in your mouth,
Yeah.
right? You're not gonna wear that out here because it's gonna be his rumble.
Yeah.
And because you did that and there was no rumble, these things might continue to happen, right? Now, I'm not one of those guys that say, okay, we got to do this, we got to fight. No, but it's a line that has to be crossed.
Right.
That's crossing it right there. And that's what'll happen, right?
Right.
You can't have that. So
Yeah,
here's the
definitely.
thing. This is what we know, right? Now, we're going to break it down as sports guys, all right? And once again, we got to remove ourselves from the teams we like and from the sport. Just step away and just look back on a microscope, right? If Draymond is not there,
Right.
they don't miss him.
Right.
If KD's not there, they might be like, damn, I know who would have been able to take us over the top.
Well, Draymond is
If-
kind of like that glue, though. He's the ultimate
Yeah,
glue
but
guy.
you can find that glue somewhere.
But
you can
his
find that
toughness
glue.
or whatever. I
You
mean,
can find
even though-
that. You can
even
find
though I
that.
don't think the Warriors.
We don't
are
need
tough.
your.
They-
Remember, we don't need
everybody
your
talks
points.
Tough in a
We don't need your points, right? We don't need your points.
We don't need
We
the-
just need you to. We need a little bit of grittiness, but you can find that. You can
But the
find
thing
that.
about it is, like, the Warriors aren't like tough and I'm all this because it's a non-contact sport. Like, it's like you're tough. This is basketball. This is not like you're not woofing at a game where you physically. Oh, you can say this now. Well, the next player can take your head off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
yeah.
Like, so it's not like it's still basketball,
Mm-hmm.
and moving forward. But they talk a good game. It's fake hustle. But I think that Draymond was that player that puts it all together. You need that antagonist. You need that backbone
without a
guy.
doubt, without a
Yeah,
doubt. You just my thing is this, right? All right. We look at guys that like at a certain moment in time when we watch basketball, like guys with like tough guys.
Yeah.
Like tough guys.
Maurice the Hammer Lucas.
Like Maurice the Hammer Lucas. Charles Oakley.
Yeah.
Like you're not questioning nothing about if they tough or not. Right? We're not doing that. Like Oakley was like, look, Oakley was gambling with
Tyrone Hill.
Tyrone Hill. Okay.
Where's
Now
my money?
nobody knew nothing about this, right? Now we on the side, we gambling. The NBA knows nothing. Nobody practicing. Nobody knows nothing. But guess what?
Card game.
I need my 50,000. I don't care if I make $1 million.
Yeah.
So you told me you're gonna give it to me. Remember, I'm on your team, and we practice together. I know everything.
You get paid
so
together, too.
yeah,
Check
so
hit the bank the
so
same
you
time.
told me, all right, look, when you owed it to me, I didn't expect you to give it to me because we play.
Right.
I can get the okay. You can give it to me later,
Right.
because I see you all the time. But what you're not going to do is when I'm shooting around with you and you be like, all right, yo, what's up, man? That 50,000,
Yeah.
and you be like, well, next time, oh no, hold, I need mine,
Right.
and it's just as simple as that, right? It's as simple. You can't call people out. You can't do it because somebody's going. These are the tough guys that we were talking about. Like these guys.
Yeah,
look,
Maurice the Hammer Lucas always a great quote. I always requote it. He said we didn't have showboating back then because the fine for punching somebody in the face was $50.
That's what I'm saying.
So there was no
Like,
showboat.
Yeah,
back
so
in the 70s
no,
or
yo,
whatever.
no,
None of that
you can't.
yelling
nah.
and screaming after a dunk, all that kind of stuff. You shimmy in and all that good stuff.
And it doesn't matter the sport. It could have been hockey. It could have been football. Like, listen, you're not playing no games with Charles Dent
Yeah.
or what's my man from Dallas, Charles Haley.
Yeah.
Like, in certain games, you're not gonna play with certain people. Like these guys are playing a lot of games, and they doing this with the social media. No, nobody's doing that. People are like, okay, listen, my contract was $80 million. Yours might be $120.
Yeah.
But I can punch you in your face, and then I'll pay 100,000, but I don't care. But you just gotta be careful on what's happening, and that's not. And it's not even about being violent. It's just about like you gotta respect like men.
Yeah,
like you gotta respect the man code out here. It still exists, you know, for some people.
KD back on the Warriors next year?
Oh man, I don't think so.
Right now,
I don't know. Listen,
You
do
take
you
your
expect
temperature right now.
do you
Your
expect
temperature can
anybody?
change. Your temperature is always fluctuating.
Do you expect anybody to be back with anybody nowadays?
KD in LA next year.
Yeah,
KD LA.
I see it
With Anthony Davis.
Yeah, with
and
Anthony Davis.
with Anthony Davis or the Claw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So what?
Anthony Davis.
So what do you guys think? I'm gonna move on. And interesting. I think KD's gonna move on. I just think I'll be surprised if he's there. He seems to get in his feelings sometimes, but I mean that sounds he's a great player, KD.
Yeah.
I think he moves on. LA's the market.
Yeah, he's out. He's out.
He proved himself. He got some chips. He can go to LA, make some, move money or whatever. Carmelo Anthony.
Cancer.
Moving from the Rockets. I didn't like the move of him going to the Rockets from the beginning. I think it's just he doesn't have the mindset to come off the bench and be a team. Cancer. It's all about me. Carmelo Anthony, is it time for him to walk away before we forget how good he was? Now, he wasn't a LeBron. He wasn't that. But he was a very good scorer, natural scorer, very good player in this league. Never was that true Batman, the leader,
right.
and you get me two subordinates, get me a Robin and whatever, and we going to go almost to the chip or anything like that. Never was that guy in NBA. So is it time for him just to walk away? I just don't see him being able to be a part of a team, coming off the bench, giving them 16, 17 points like that, and being humble and being with it. Is it just time for him to walk away before we forget how good he was?
It's time, and then that was the bad thing. His brain, he knew he was a Batman, but it was because he was still better than a Robin.
Yeah,
like he was still better than a Robin, but he wasn't quite the Batman.
Yeah,
the thing with Melo is I just don't understand how you lose your jumper. Like when he came in, he had the best jumper.
I'm gonna tell you how you're gonna lose your jumper.
He had the best jumper out of all the stars. He had the best jumper out of all the stars. His mid-range game was better than Kobe's, hands down. He had the best mid-game range.
Kobe would tell you that.
He had the best mid-game range in the NBA. As a superstar, some people on the bench that could just shoot lights out, but they're not real ball players.
Yeah.
As a superstar in the league,
he can get buckets.
And you've seen that in Olympics
all day. Get buckets.
He has the most points in Olympic history.
Yeah.
He has the points. So he's ball dominant, even with other ball dominant players.
Absolutely.
And that's what's not helping him right now because he has to have that ball. And I don't know. Houston already was playing ISO with two players. I don't know why they thought they could play ISO ball with three players. They had two players that were dominant dribblers. And it was working. And it's working now with them. With Chris
you need
Paul.
a pure shooter.
You need a dart. You needed somebody
spot up,
just
find me, skip pass,
sniper.
Bang.
Right.
Yeah, you need a sniper. Yeah, you need a sniper.
Floor balance.
Well, it's here, and this is me. You can take whatever you want. I can take it. Melo. We are in an era of these point guards, right? We don't have a lot of them, right? Like when I talk about point guard, I'm talking about like your true pass first point guard.
Yeah. Right.
There's not a lot of them. We can name Rondo,
Ben Simmons,
Chris
and
Paul.
I think Ben's passing a little too much.
Chris Paul, right? They not out here, right?
Yeah.
I think that Melo needs that. I think that because here's what happened and I'm gonna give you this to you from.
But I don't think Melo's a starter anymore.
No. It doesn't matter about if he's a starter now. It's about just let me get comfortable. It's about let me get comfortable. Well, the point guard is usually dictates on where you're supposed to be. I know where you're comfortable. Get your feet straight, and you're gonna get the ball where you expect to get it. And then all you got to do is just worry about shooting it. Just worry about shooting it. We're in this game today where none of the off the ball players, the catch and shoot guys, just have to worry about just shooting it because the point guards, they want to dribble all the time. And I don't know where you're going. You can dribble here, you can dribble there. And I'm like, wait a second, let me come off
Well,
the
you don't have that
now.
hand check anymore where they used to grab your wrist and direct you like that. So there's a lot of freedom of movement.
Right,
They're
right,
using
right.
that freedom of movement to move freely.
Right.
Is it, leading the baskets and floor generalship. Definitely.
We got some shout outs.
Oh,
man,
shout
real
them out.
quick. We got Wesley Dotson. What's up, brother?
Wesley Dotson
wants to give Kevin Wall, Silk, Camden, New Jersey, Louisville, alumni, man. Yeah. Happy birthday, Kev. What's up, brother?
Happy birthday.
Andre.
Happy born day.
What's up, Mr. Hayes? Raymond Sutton down in Tampa, Florida. I'm about to come see you, man.
Definitely.
I need the residents. Andrew Taylor. You tell us that your wife is watching General Hospital and you still watching us. I wish I could hug you from now.
Yeah, definitely.
Dave, what's up, man? But go. What's happening? Melo should just retire, huh? Well, maybe he doesn't want to be a couch potato like us, Dave. What you think?
I don't want to see him go to China. I don't want to see him go to Europe.
I think when he's done, he's done. Remember, he got $125 million.
This is what I didn't like, though. I turned it on, and Tracy McGrady says Melo should just retire. And I'm thinking, I'm like, wasn't you the one that got shipped around about 5 teams at the end of your career?
Well, I think what happened is
why didn't you just retire?
Well, Tracy was in Houston. Is he still in Houston?
I'm about to tell you.
He was trying to get that first round win.
He's announcing now.
But I'm about to tell you why he told him that. You know what he said? He said, okay, Melo, all right, we were around the same age. We doing all this. I remember you got $125 million. All right, man, just go sit down. Eat steaks with me.
Yeah.
Let's go on the beach. Let's beach life. Right. We got yachts, you know. Ain't no need to keep doing this. We know you could play. That's what that's about.
And that's what the teams think. The teams still think they're getting that Summer League hoodie Melo. Right?
Yeah.
So they see that hoodie Melo on the YouTube, you know, shooting from half court.
You're not getting that. You're not getting that.
And they think they're getting that ball player.
Nah.
That Rucker Park Melo.
That's not Rucker. They're not getting Rucker Park Melo.
Nah, you're not getting Melo. Melo could still come through right now. You say what's up to him. We know.
Yeah.
But guess what, man? This thing, you know, listen. Father Time
waits for nobody.
Waits for no one. He's undefeated. He's always gonna be. Let me know if you can beat him. Shout out to the guys on steroids. You try to hold on.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, you gotta definitely take a look. That I would like to see Melo, you know, hold up, get himself together. If you can't come off the bench and give me and win that chip, you don't want to be sitting on the bench like Mitch Richmond. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't want him in LA. But LA might be his biggest fit with LeBron.
Who?
Melo. I don't want him in LA.
Nah. Okay.
But I think if anybody can make him play, I think LeBron and him. I think LeBron can if he adapts LeBron workout and LeBron habits. I think he can.
I don't think it's nothing about none of that. I just think it's about being comfortable with a certain type of point guard. Now LeBron could do that, but. Is he gonna be
LeBron enough?
Yeah, is he gonna be on that? Is he gonna be on that point guard, getting Melo free where Melo's comfortable? Because
LeBron's gonna be the ball dominant,
right? But see, everybody can't do that. Everybody can't do that. Yeah, everybody can't do that, and that's what I'm saying about guards being pass first guys, getting people in the flow. Right. We don't have too many of those guys right now that's doing.
Well, the Lakers have 3. So
that could be the point. Listen, you can come off that bench. Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break.
Don't get mad at Melo,
back.
all right? If he doesn't
come back, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back real quick. All right, Sports Talk live from the culture, live from the ranch. Peace. We'll be right back.
I don't want him, but I think if anybody can make him get back focused, I think it'd be LeBron.
We're back live. How's it going? Quick break. Had to do the wings and
back.
things. Get
Wings
some
and
grubs,
things.
You know, little sloppy joes.
Back
But
at it.
we're back at it. A little boxing. Heavyweight title fight. WBC. Tyson Fury and Wilder fighting for the WBC belt. Heavyweight fight. It's been a minute.
The big boys.
The big boys, you know, super heavyweights. These guys like 250, you know, 225, 30 pounds.
I don't want to be in there.
Big fight moving forward. What do you guys think? Tyson Fury, Wilder, who you got, why you got him? What do you guys think about, you know, this boxing heavyweight battle coming up tonight? Showtime, I believe. Showtime.
Well, listen. If you get hit on this heavyweight level,
Don't take money.
on the button, because we don't have those jaws and that chin like we used to do back in the day, then it's night. So, I mean, that's
Anybody
how
over 200 pounds is dangerous.
Yeah, that's-
somebody hit you in the chin over 200
somebody
pounds.
hit you in that chin over 200 pounds is night. You're going to sleep. And who do we see most likely prior to give you that chin shot, or who can get up, or who can take it on this level? We don't have that Ali chin, that George Foreman chin, that Frazier chin. We don't have those chins now. So when you get hit with that thing now, you know, can you speak the same language, or are you gonna be talking some other stuff? Like, what is it gonna be?
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Hey, shout out to Mike Jennings.
Jalan.
Greg Myers, my boss. Shout out. But
Thank you for joining us.
I gotta go with. I'm gonna lean towards Wilder. Reason, even though Wilder can be outboxed, and we've seen that in his last fight,
Right.
when he fought Big Papi. You know,
Yeah.
the guy, he outboxed him. He showed how if I take that straight down the pipe right away from you, you got nothing. You know, Ortiz showed that in the last fight, but I don't think Fury has that type of technical skills that
To cause him no
Ortiz
problem issues.
had that. I don't think he has that type of technical skills. I believe Fury's just raw. You know, I'm a giant. I'm gonna tower over you. I'm gonna land something. You know, I'm gonna grab you. You know, like so. I think Wilder's gonna be able to pull this thing out, but I think it's gonna be a little tough for Wilder. But I don't think it's gonna be like the Ortiz fight. He could have lost the Ortiz fight. If Ortiz didn't run out of gas and that didn't land. He could have. He was losing.
Ortiz was a problem.
Yeah, Ortiz was a problem.
Yeah,
you
Big
know,
Papi was a problem.
Big Papi was winning on the scorecard. So, with that being said, but I don't think that Fury has the skill set. And Fury being off for a while, you know, Fury was on drugs before.
Wow, yeah.
Before he went off.
Is that what he was
He
doing?
was on, that's why he got suspended. You know, so with Fury, you know, being off, the layoff, I guess Fury was like, look, I need to find the biggest money fight, and so it made sense for him to take it.
Yeah, it's still a name. Fury's still a name. He's
Right.
bringing that Fury around, like, you know, he's named after Tyson, I believe. Yeah, so he still has that name around there. Fury, people recognize him. Heavyweight bout, Showtime. We'll see. So what's up if Wilder, you know, gets by Fury, which we think he will? There's only one other fight in the heavyweight division. What's up with Joshua? What's up with the?
Well, the thing with that is with Joshua and Wilder is it's all messed up. Like it's not even like they don't even get
all messed up.
Like it's all messed up. Like they couldn't even find a place to sit to negotiate. Like they couldn't even find a place to sit to negotiate the terms of the fight. Let alone when the fight is going to be, where it's going to be. They couldn't even type of where we going to talk about it.
Right.
Like they couldn't even agree on that. You know, so it's just so much, and I don't think it's either one of their corners. Before I thought Wilder was, you know, avoiding Josh, and then I thought Josh was avoiding Wilder. You know, you read the blogs and whatever. But it's really their promoters behind everything, and they're trying to like, look, this can be the last fight for one of them. You know, so we're both trying to make sure everything is right. And the thing with Wilder is Wilder's not trying to take the pay cut that Josh is trying to give him.
Right.
You know, a lot of people say, oh, Mayweather was avoiding me. No, Mayweather's just not going to do no 50-50 contract with you. Like, you're not going to get that 50-50 fight.
Right.
So you can say I'm avoiding you all the time. Because I'm not going to give you 50-50.
Right.
That's not going to happen.
65-35. Well, the British
80-20.
The British champion has, the pay-per-view. I think he showed with Daz.
Right, and that's what the thing was. I have the pay-per-view. I'm the bigger name. I'm the bigger fighter.
Yeah.
And
You're the
It's
American
business.
fighter.
It's business.
And overseas.
It's not show friends. It's show business.
And British people, all other foreigners, they tend to support their people more than we support our people.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to it, I have the file, I have the backing. You
Right.
don't.
Right.
You need me. I
And it
don't
costs
need
money.
you.
And it costs money for that.
Correct. I can go have a pay-per-view fight. It's gonna be hard for you to have one. So that's where it comes down to with them two. And they just ain't never come to that great agreement yet. But it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna happen. It gotta happen.
What do you think with HBO getting out the game now? Is that that money revenue was gone? Is that going to bring people to the table? With this DAZN, the streaming service, boxing, UFC, mixed martial arts, and there's no more HBO. I can get this HBO money and fight my glass jaws and be comfortable. And I can get my Showtime money, fight these glass jaws, and be comfortable.
Yeah, the thing about
and never fight each other. Never give you the big fight.
DAZN because
it's a British company.
They treating people like the mob.
Is that what they doing?
They told the Charlo brother, if you don't sign to us, you won't fight for a title.
Wow.
They said
that's Don King.
Yeah. They said, look, if you don't sign to us.
Is that what they said?
Yeah. They said, if you don't sign to us, you won't fight for a title. In order for you to fight for that title,
because he wants to fight the boy that just lost to Canelo,
right?
Triple G.
Yeah. Triple G signed to them.
Yeah, Triple G signed to them.
All right, now it makes sense what they talking about.
Yeah.
Now they already done made him. They made the fight gotta happen. They don't the Triple G belt.
Yeah.
He has to fight the Charlo brother. That's what they're saying. But he can get a belt up and don't take the fight.
Right. Yeah.
But I think he should take the fight coming off those two losses. The controversy first win he pretty much got. They marked it as a draw. Then the loss that he took.
Well, Triple G's 40. I mean he's past his prime. He had his run. He did his thing. He got his payday. He wanted a few more pay-per-view paydays. He's gonna have to come on and take out one of these young boys to solidify. I'm still valid.
Right.
Y'all wanted me to fight a young cat, hungry. And I just knocked him. I just chin checked him. I'm still here.
Yeah.
This old head's still here.
Yeah.
Let me get another payday.
Right.
So he's definitely going to have to fight. He's as you say, the losers bracket and take the tougher choice to come up there to get his name recognition back up there.
Right.
Canelo's jumping up in weight to fight somebody. I forget the guy's name, but
gotta be careful when you're jumping up in that weight.
Yeah, he's jumping up in weight.
He already jumped
fight,
up in weight.
The super metal. He's going to super metal weight to fight somebody. So he's not going to be around here for boxing any of these fights that we wanted to see. With him maybe versus an Earl Spence Jr. or something along those lines. Definitely coming up. So you have to take a look with where his boxing is going. That you guys are going to have to get in the ring and fight. Right? This is just not about just avoiding people all the time. You're going to have to get there and take chances. And one of those chances, March 16th.
It's coming.
Earl Spence Jr.
Yeah.
And Mikey Garcia.
That's big.
Mikey Garcia is going up 12 pounds.
That's big.
Mikey Garcia fights at 135. Had trouble making that weight consistently.
He going up to 147?
He going up to 147.
Good luck with them ribs.
To fight
Somebody
Earl
gonna
Spence.
barbecue them ribs.
Fight Earl Spence Jr. The fight is slated for March 16th. This is a big fight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm leaning toward Earl Spence. I think he's a better fighter. He's a bigger, stronger, better fighter. But I give Mikey Garcia all the props in the world for going up and taking that fight. Look, I'm trying to make some dough.
Hey, man,
and I'm going to fight the best out here. I don't know what happened with the Lomachenko fight. I thought, Garcia and Lomachenko should be fighting. I don't know why that couldn't happen. Jonathan, can you speak on that?
That's what makes sense. The Lomachenko and the Mikey Garcia fight makes sense. They both got belts in that weight class. They both took out the two champions in that weight class. So why wouldn't you fight each other? Well, Lomachenko doesn't want to take that fight. Lomachenko wants to fight Tank Davis, who doesn't want to fight him. But Lomachenko doesn't want to fight Mikey Garcia. But Mikey shouldn't have moved up. Mikey has fought up here once. He fought Adrian Bronner up here, I believe.
He ain't fighting no Earl Spence
But
Jr.
Adrian Bronner is not
He didn't fight Earl Spence Jr.
That's what I'm getting to. Adrian Bronner's not a real 147.
Yeah, he was moving up himself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Adrian Bronner's a small fighter. Like, so if you move up, you can take a fight like that. Okay, let me fight Adrian Bronner. You know, okay, let me fight you know, the guy that does the sport, that does the talking, like, because they small 147s.
Right.
You know, whereas though Earl is rugged, Earl can move up. You know, so you fighting a boss in this weight class now. You know, that's a little. It's gonna be a little hard. It's gonna be a lot hard for Mikey. You know.
Oh yeah.
With someone, you know, that just tore somebody's eye retina in his fight before this.
Yeah.
You know?
Is that what he did?
Yeah, he tore the bull eye open. The guy had to get surgery. You know, so
he's hitting hard.
Yeah, and he got his knock when he fought Mayweather in sparring.
Yeah.
See, Earl Spence had fought Mayweather. And Mayweather, when they got out of the sparring thing, Mayweather cursed at him.
Yeah.
And so that means I got up under your skin.
Yeah.
And then Earl said something back to Mayweather. Mayweather said, "You want to get back in." So when they got back in, it wasn't a sparring. It was a fight.
Yeah.
He said, I
didn't like what you were doing to me.
Yeah.
Basically.
So Mayweather said, "Let's get back in there then." And you know, and this when everybody was just watching, you know. And they said, he said, "Look," Earl said, "I wasn't leaving unless I was getting carried out. I wasn't getting out of that ring. As long as Mayweather was in that ring, I was gonna stay in that ring."
Yeah,
they said, "What happened?" Nobody let go what happened in that second thing. He just said, "Look, nobody. I was going to get carried out of there. I'm telling you that right now."
Yeah.
And then weeks later, you see them both together, and Mayweather saying, "This is the future of boxing." You know, and he knows
for something, isn't it?
And he said, "I need work. These young guys giving me work. That's awesome. And I need young guys that want to come and give me work. A lot of young guys come to my gyms, and they don't want to give me that work, you know."
But out of respect, like you're not going to
you're not
going to right hand lead the Mayweather.
Right,
you're not going to disrespect him, even if you can land that right lead.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
absolutely.
You're not going to disrespect him like that.
Right.
But some cats is like,
Earl didn't care. Earl said, "I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here." Like,
you know what I mean? You wanted me to come here, I'm going to give you this work.
I'm bringing you the whole buffet. I ain't coming
just like that.
And for Mayweather to curse at him, and then they argued, then Mayweather said,
didn't like something?
You want to get back in? After the argument, you want to get back in?
Yeah.
So they jumped back in. So, you know, with that being said, you know, obviously that second round was deep, you know what I mean, in that ring. I wish I was there, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, you know, you want to see these young fighters fight. You would like to see the guard pass. You would like to see that happen, but a lot of times you're just not seeing that. You're just not seeing, you know, the fighters fight each other, you know, going back and forth. Dane in the building. My nephew, Dane.
You want to say something?
Say hi to the people, Dane.
Yeah. As soon as we ask you want to say something, you disappear. All right. So you want to say something?
You want to say something? Poof. He's out there. Dane's in the background. He's executive producer. He's working things back there. He's a showrunner. He's a young showrunner. Showrunner. But definitely, when you take a look at the landscape of boxing, and there's tremendous fights to be made, and these guys just are not willing to make them. They're trying to keep a 0 record. You're going to fight. But I think one of the things is that with HBO getting out of the game, now there's going to be a void, and it looks like DAZN, DAZN, the Zone, I think that's how it's pronounced. They're filling the void, and they're, you know, either get down or lay down. You can sign this contract, are you with us, or where are you going to go?
Yeah.
So it should bring some people in together to box, you know, to get these big fights up, you know, and going. You know, definitely something that we want to see, you know, with the boxing. Quick question before we get out of here. I don't know if you guys are familiar with what happened. University of Houston football team. Star player. I'll get you guys think on this star player. Names escapes me now. They had a rule. You only can wear the University of Houston jackets on the sideline if you're playing. Now, the one player he's hurt, he's a first-round draft pick. Best player on the team. He's going to be a first-round defensive end.
I know where this was going.
Yeah. The coach told him on the sideline, take the jacket off. Like, he had one, I don't know if it was cold or whatever. And so he tripped out.
What did the jacket say?
University of Houston.
All right, so
you
still a part of the team? Huh?
I guess he's a part of the team, but the team rules is all the players that are playing and dressed and active could wear those jackets on the sideline. That's the team rule for everybody. It's always been the team rule. The number one round the first round draft pick was on the sideline with the jacket on. I don't know if the temperature dropped or whatever. And the coach told him, Houston coach told him, "Now you gotta take that off, whatever." And he didn't relate too well with it, you know, going back and forth. We walked on stage.
Let me see. Could that be because he's going to be a number 1 draft pick that he didn't want to wear it?
It could be a number 1 draft pick. He felt that he should be able to wear the gear. He could stay. He could wear the gear. He could go against team rule. But the coach was like, "Nah, you know what the team rules are. You can't be those jackets are for people who were playing. Like you."
So why was he playing? He was injured.
Yeah, he was injured. Yeah.
So how many players on the sideline?
60. If they dress 50 or 60.
All 60 got them.
They all have the ability to wear them if they want to.
Yeah, put that on. Yeah, put that on.
So
you don't want to wear that like everybody else?
No, he wore it.
He wore it.
They want him to take it off
because
he's injured.
It's injured. Only active players get those jackets.
That got a chance to play in today should wear the jacket.
Yeah, coach, you got some stuff going on. You had an argument last night with your wife. I don't know what something.
If I'm here, I would be playing if I wasn't injured.
Yeah,
it's not like.
But it's a rule. Like everybody follows the rule. Everybody knows if you're inactive, you don't throw the University of Houston. You don't throw that.
I know, but
jacket.
Inactive means that could mean that you're hurt.
Yeah, he is hurt. Like he is
hurt. Right.
All hurt players. Nobody.
That doesn't mean that you're not on the team.
Yeah.
Why can't I wear?
That's their team rule. Now we can discuss the validity.
See, I
of the
gotta
team
have a talk
rule.
with somebody.
We can touch the.
See, these are the things, right? These are the things that we talk about this. We talk about this. This NCAA stuff. Dang, get away. We talk about this NCAA. We still good, son?
Yeah, we good.
We talk about the NCAA. But you have the NCAA has their rules, but coaches have their rules, right? Mm-hmm. This man's inactive, meaning he cannot play. Okay,
he's injured. Yep,
he's injured. Are you still on the team if you're injured?
Yeah, yes. You're still on the team.
Okay, so how when I try to wear what everybody's supposed to be wearing, I can't wear it.
That was the team rules.
But see, now it
was a privilege. It's a privilege of perk. You're on the sideline. You're playing today. You get to wear the jacket.
I got a problem with the coach now. Like, what's on your mind? You know what I mean?
Come up with this?
Why did you
come up with this?
Like, what's the?
I don't know.
This man.
You'll have to delve deeper. I'm going to research for next week.
Yes.
I'll get the film clip because he snapped. Like, yeah.
And so the player snapped too, right?
Yeah. The player snapped.
And it was cold out.
I guess it was cool. I mean, like it's big. He had a hoodie on too. Like, I mean, but yeah. So he
that's
had
some other stuff going on.
So could he have not have showed up to the game?
No, I think he's gonna show up and support his team. I think he's gonna show up there. I mean, like it's college, so it's collegiate. They're on the sideline. I think it was a home game for the University of Houston. Mm-hmm. And he had the jacket on, which the rules are: if you're not playing, if you're not active to play, only active players wear those.
Nah, you got some other personal issues that's happening there with you in your own mind to the point where a player gets hurt and you feel that he's not supposed to wear certain stuff because he's not active. Like, come on, you got to, and this is the stuff that we talking about, like in this country period. Like, come on now, all right. A lot of us been around sports. A lot of us, we've been around, athletics, whatever sport it is. This is where you gotta separate yourself. Like people are looking at this like, huh? Mm-hmm. Like what? Because you gotta respect certain rules for when you put them in place. Mm-hmm. But this is one that, are you really respecting it? Like, what's your justification for? I would like to hear more about that.
Yeah. Well, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the clip. I'm gonna have it next week.
Unless you playing.
Nah, see, that goes back to whatever you say goes, regardless if it's wrong or right.
Do the coaches get the word? Do the assistant coaches get the word?
I don't know how deep it is. I could look, but the rule was if you're those jackets, you've seen the big jackets that go to your shoulder pad. Yeah, the University of Houston, the warmer,
long, right?
Yeah,
them stop at your ankle,
something like those are for reserved for those who are actually competing today. Not if you're hurt or not if you're a redshirt freshman. Not if you're, taking.
I thought we was all team.
Yeah,
that's what I thought. So now the ones that don't have this certain type of jacket on, are they limping now?
Yeah, I guess.
Now we can identify the ones that are limping. They're not a part of the. I got you.
So they are. I mean, he's not in uniform, so I mean, he's not playing. I mean, he's the kid's in the hoodie, like he's on the sideline. He's a defensive lineman, definitely. But it was an interesting take on that. What was happening, what was going on.
I think I would want to transfer.
Well, he's going to the draft this year, so
well,
he's not transferring.
Hey, the coach doesn't like it because he's going to the draft. Is he an underclassman?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's underclassmen. I don't know. I want to say.
Well, he's probably leaving.
He's the best player. He's definitely a first-round draft pick.
All right, so he's walking around like, all right, do I got to go to class? I'm just waiting my time out. Oh, you know what? You got the wrong stuff. You need to go ahead and get it.
Like, might not be fully
no, the coach said he wants him back. I love him.
He might not be fully in.
And see, now we got.
And what Calvin Hill said, look, it may be the right thing to do. Rules are the rules, but we don't.
Hey, Jonathan put a good point out. He might not really be injured. So what you around here for?
So, the rules are the rules, but it wasn't a good look, I think, for recruiting aspect of it.
Right.
Because he's your best player. Like, he wasn't doing nothing crazy. He just, like, maybe got chilly. Let me grab his jacket. Like,
Right.
Go about, like, you want me to take this off? Like, interesting. But we'll take University of Houston. I'll have the clip next week. We'll take a look at it and judge for ourselves. Want to shout out Penwood Patriots taking on Westchester Ruston. At Westchester Ruston, unfortunately, because Penwood's field was not available due to the storm.
I don't like that.
They had earned home field advantage, couldn't find a neutral site.
I don't like that.
So they have to go up to Westchester Ruston. Everybody go out and support Del Val football. Go out there, support the Patriots. I'm going to be in the building, supporting them. Pull off the victory. That's what we want to see happen. Go back and earn it. It may be a story. That's the only team they lost to, and they're going back to the field where they lost. So it's redemption. It don't matter where you at, you got to go play.
I would like to think that.
Yeah, go play.
If I earn home field, I want it.
Yeah. And sometimes it don't work out. You have to go.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do at this point.
The road is different. You just got to go earn it.
Yeah.
Just go out there. Redemption. But yo, thanks for showing up, fellow. We had another good session.
All day long.
Sports Talk Live for the culture.
Night.
Definitely we'll be back next week.
For the culture.
Things are heating up. We'll have a clear picture of the playoffs as these games start
it's coming.
Really
it's coming. This is when they start putting the seeds up. 1, 2, 3. Who gets to buy? Yep.
Yeah, college football heating up. We'll see if we can get a Final Four. We want some games up. Doing it. Maryland up 7-3 on Ohio State. What we doing? Oh, Maryland doing work.
College football is. Hey, the show must go on.
Oh, definitely. We got to play all day. That's how we do it. But, yo, thanks again. We'll be back. Tune in. Check us out on Facebook page. Website coming soon. Sports Talk Live for the culture. We'll be on sites, different spots. Looking out. Peace.
Later.